Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dane, your host. I hope you're doing great wherever you may find yourselves, and blessings to all of you wonderful people out there. Today I'm going to talk about my top 50 favorite Beatles songs of all time. A lot of great songs to choose from. Of course, it's ranked from 50 to number 1, so let's go ahead and get started. Coming in last at number 50 is the cover tune, Chuck Berry song, Rock and Roll Music from the Beatles' For Sale album. Lennon does a great job delivering the vocals here. Again, it's a Chuck Berry cover. This high, I'm all about Chuck Berry. Still today, got to listen to Chuck Berry from time to time. He's not my favorite artist like he was when I'm, 5, 6 years old. But love Chuck Berry, as I said. So, and the Beatles just do a fabulous job of covering this wonderful song. As I said, Lennon's vocals are awesome. Overall, the band does a wonderful job, not just Lennon delivering the goods, so to speak. And I love the fact that they covered this classic song, but they make it their own. And that's the kick, isn't it? You don't want to take a song and just go through the motions. It's so hit or miss with cover songs, right? Whether you're talking about Faith No More doing a Black Sabbath song, you name it, David Bowie, right? And like I said, the Beatles make it their own. They put their touch on it. Of course, for me, the Chuck Berry stuff is legendary. This is legendary too because they do such a great job, but I prefer the Berry version. But boy, what a great cover song. As I said, I'm repeating myself because I just love this song so much. Rock and Roll Music, number 50. Sticking with the cover song, number 49. Twist and Shout from the Please Please Me album. Now we again have Lennon on vocals. Like the previous song, not written by the group, but boy, talk about taking a cover song, taking someone else's song and making it just an amazing, iconic tune. I think the Beatles, because of the Ferris Bueller movie, maybe even before that, it kind of overshadows the original, but make of that what you will. They still make it their own. They put the Beatles touch to it, and the rest is history. It's such an iconic part of the early 60s, and I think it's been at people play it at weddings, people play it at parties. It's just rock and roll goodness. It's got a heaviness to it at times, and not in a heavy metal vein, of course, but it's got that weight from Lennon, and just does a wonderful job. That throaty, quasi-gravelly, it's just got an edge and grit to it, I guess is the best way to put it. So yeah, Twist and Shout, number 49. 48, Roll Over Beethoven, another cover song with the Beatles. Harrison on vocals this time around. Chuck Berry cover, it's wonderful. Harrison's vocals are wonderful, as I said. It's dynamite, it's glorious. Pick a synonym. This is one of the greatest cover songs of all time. Of course, ELO goes on to do it. I prefer this version. Love the ELO version too. Chuck Berry's my favorite of the three versions, but I gotta have the Beatles do it on my. I have to have the Beatles version on my stereo at some point. So yeah, 48, Roll Over Beethoven, Harrison on vocals, wonderful. All right, switching gears to Beatles songs that are written by the Beatles. Michelle, McCartney on vocals this time. This is one of the best songs where you have a female name as the title and just the first name as the title song. A lot of that, Rosanna comes to mind, Amanda, Boston, right? This is one of my favorites. This is one of the best love songs of all time, and I can relate to this song because I once had a crush in kindergarten on a girl named Michelle. So it's personal to me, it's nostalgic, and it's just a lovely tune, and McCartney just does a wonderful job, as always, with expressing his emotional, connection to the story, whether it's from experience or, playing the role of an actor. That's what a vocalist has to do. They have to step into the shoes of the message or the story or what's going on, if you will, the plot, same thing, story, really. So yeah, it's a wonderful song. So 47, Michelle, sing along when McCartney sings I love you, I love you, I love you, and I want you, I want you, I want you. Just get chills up my spine. 47, Michelle. 46, grammar aside in the title, poor grammar aside in the title. Love Me Do, Lennon with Lennon and McCartney on vocals here. Got a great harmonica intro, catchy chorus, sing-along type tune. Great car song. You'll hear me say a lot of that today. A lot of these songs, for whatever reason, I just love to put on in the car. This is one of them. It's a great love song as well. And Please Please Me, the album is, I think, one of the greatest debut albums of all time. And this is a great song to boot. So yeah, Love Me Do, 46. 45, sticking with the Please Please Me album. The song Please Please Me, the title track. Lennon and McCartney again on vocals. You get this wonderful melancholy intro. The tone is an homage to 60s R&B. It's got that Motown feel to it. Plastic soul before rubber soul, if you will. At least I think that's what it is. Got a great harmony here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's wonderful. You have the melancholy, why do you make me blue? He's talking to his girlfriend or girl who's broken up with him. You have the pseudo upbeat parts of the song. It's a deceitful tune because it's an upbeat song musically, and yet the lyrics are a downer. It's a sad tune in that respect, but it had a great song. So 45, Please Please Me. Number 44, Magical Mystery Tour album, The Fool on the Hill. I think this is the only song on that album. I may be wrong, but we'll see as we go through these. Vocals, McCartney. Have a sad intro, sad song overall, but the lyrics are wonderful, emotive, poetic even. The chorus is captivating. It's one of the reasons in this list. Overall, the song is captivating and has this gravitational pull for me. There's a lightness at times because there's a recorder or a flute or an oboe or something in the song. It's a wonderful piece. Have to include it here, as I said. So 44, The Fool on the Hill. This next song is both on Magical Mystery Tour and Yellow Submarine, of course, 43. Sorry, the number is 43 here. That is, the song is, of course, All You Need Is Love. Lennon on vocals here. You have the hyperbolic title because, of course, you need more than love. You need food and water and shelter, right? But love the hyperbole nonetheless. The lyrics are thought-provoking because of the power of love, and perhaps foreshadowing Sweet's love is like oxygen, in the hyperbole of love is the most important thing you need, right? Or one of the most important things that you need. So thematically, message-wise, great song, the power of love, the beauty of love. It's why it's in this list. Unconventional love song in the sense that, this is the most important thing you need. It's unconventional because it's not about a specific person. Just love in general, like you could say. So All You Need Is Love, number 43. Number 42, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds from the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. My research a while back said that the song has nothing to do with psychedelic edibles, if you will, that it has to do with a children's book or a story someone heard. I forget the details, it's been a while. Not remember the details, excuse me. We'll see more of that later when I talk about another song where Lennon says, no, this isn't about addiction in any way, it's about this. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Anyway, regardless, it has a psychedelic feel to it. You have wonderful use from Harrison of the tambura, the electric guitar played through a Leslie speaker, which gives us that psychedelic mood and atmosphere, and you have the organ as well. This is a fabulous, moody, dreamy, and flowery piece. So Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Sgt. Pepper's, and I do like the Elton John version of this. So 42, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, but the Beatles version is my favorite of the two. 41, Got to Get You Into My Life. This song from Revolver is about addiction. Vocals from McCartney. I always thought this was a love song growing up. Who knew? You have this wonderful fanfare intro, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, right? McCartney's pacing as he sings the song is wonderful, so the delivery's great. The chorus, the pre-chorus is just fabulous. The melody is great. perhaps foreshadowing McCartney's solo sound that comes later. Wonderful. Of course, he sings the title in the chorus. It's heavy and gritty and edgy, but brief. I love the softness that you get from Lennon, Harrison, and McCartney, but boy, when McCartney and Lennon have that edgy and grit to them, more on that later. I love that stuff as well. You get that light and shade stuff going on. Led Zeppelin did not do that first. All right, this is not a long song, but in many ways it is a precursor to Black Sabbath's Sweet Leaf. So we're told, got to get you into my life regardless. Revolver, great song, 41. Checking on the cat. Number 40, Sgt. Pepper's, the title track. Vocals from McCartney, cool vocals, has a sense of urgency which makes the song so powerful. So McCartney singing in a fast-paced phrase. The guitar from Harrison is a delight. The fanfare is wonderful. Memorable chorus. It's a short song. You got the girls cheering at the end with the clapping and the hooting. I think that's from hooting. Maybe it's just clapping. I forget, but it's a nice touch regardless. So yeah, what a cool song. 40. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the title track, not the reprise, the main song. Next, from Magical Mystery Tour, 39, Hello, Goodbye. Vocals from McCartney. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. Interesting take on rejection, speaking to the beloved or ex or the woman he's interested in, and, hey, come around, think my way, right? This is a fun song, go figure, despite the fact that the lyrics are about rejection. And Harrison's little flourishes here on guitar are just damn fabulous, isn't it? Hello, Goodbye, great song, I think. 39. 38, Happiness is a Warm Gun from the White Album. Lennon has gone on record saying this song is also not about addiction, that this is about his love for Yoko. So, well, it's a different type of addiction. So, love/lust. She's not a girl who misses much is the opening line. Lennon's phrasing is so much what makes the song wonderful. The lyrics are trippy, psychedelic at times. Harrison's guitar is fabulous. The riffs from Harrison are wonderful, or the main riff. It's got that slow heaviness that is just wonderful to hear from Harrison. Harrison, an underrated guitarist. So it's a song about Yoko. So Lennon says it's an aesthetically pleasing song if you consider the pre-chorus and the chorus. That's what makes the song so marvelous, or the bulk of what makes the song so marvelous. You got some atonal stuff going on, slightly haunting guitar at times. So you have this balance between this happiness and the cry for help, being lovesick, according to Lennon. So Happiness is a Warm Gun, 38. And you have the wonderful repetition of Mother Superior, Jump the Gun, Mother Superior, right? So not sure what that's all about, but 38, Happiness is a Warm Gun. Next is just a fun song. It's kind of silly and quirky, but it's here nonetheless. 37 from the White Album, Obla-Di, Obla-Da, Life Goes On, Bruh, La La La, the light goes, right? Vocals from McCartney. It's a fun song. Got to play this one in the guitar. Got to play this one in the car. This is a song not to take too seriously, if seriously at all. It's just a fun song. Like I said, play in the car for me. Perhaps a bit much like what's going to foreshadow what McCartney does with his solo career. Kind of reminds me of Admiral Halsey a little bit, for whatever reason. Anyway, I like it. So Obla-Di, Obla-Da from the White Album, 37. 36, from A Hard Day's Night, we get Things We Said Today. This is a gorgeous, beautiful song, McCartney on vocals. Interesting song from the standpoint, it's a conversation about a conversation they'll have in the future about what was said in the past. About their love, perhaps. Great acoustic piece. Interesting take on a love song. Very unique, I guess you could say, at least at the time that this came out. So 36, Things We Said Today. Beautiful song. Speaking of beautiful songs, Blackbird, White Album, 35. McCartney again on vocals. Another nice acoustic piece. You have the Broken Wings Learn to Fly cliche. Kind of a dreamy piece. Percussion with the knee tap is really cool. And you have the birds at the end singing a nature poem type song, if you will, Blackbird. And of course, perhaps foreshadowing Bluebird from McCartney's solo career. Perhaps a part 2, who knows, but Blackbird is wonderful. 35. 34, Lovely Rita, Sgt. Pepper's album, McCartney on vocals, or the main vocals here. I think Lennon is at the beginning, and that kind of quirky, fuzzed voice, if you will. It's not fuzz, but it's odd. The phrasing and the music in general is great. Has a calming, mesmerizing tone and vibe to it. The piano at the end is a wonderful touch. It's a fun love song, and it's unconventional. 34, Lovely Rita. 33, Everybody's Got Something to Hide But Me and My Monkey. White Album again. Lennon on vocals here. Another fun song. Fast paced. Got to play this in the car. Sing along to it. Harrison's guitar tone, one of my favorite. And you got some cowbell, right? Love cowbell. All right. 33, Everybody But Me and My Monkey. Everybody's Got Something to Hide But Me and My Monkey. All right. 32, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Past Masters Volume 1. Lennon with McCartney. Lennon, the primary vocalist, but there's some McCartney there. One of the greatest upbeat romantic songs of all time. Love songs. I love love songs, especially from the Beatles. This is a great song if there's a romantic part of let me rephrase that. This is a great song. It is a part of you has a romantic side. And who holds hands these days? I'd really like to know, because I'm a bit of a romantic myself, little old-fashioned, and I remember being in many relationship where I'd want to hold hands, and the girl in question is like, yeah, that's really not my thing. And I thought, okay, I like holding hands. So anyway, I Want to Hold Your Hand, I can relate to, perhaps why it's here on my list. 32, just a great, powerful, emotive song. It's catchy. It's got a lot of emotion to it, a ripe emotion. Great song. Speaking of emotion, She Loves You, number 31. Lennon and McCartney here. Another great love song. Go figure. Great melody, great harmony. Sing along again in the car, and it's unconventional because most love songs are about the speaker talking about his woes and falling outs and rejections, or how happy he or she is with being in love. Here it's telling someone else, hey dude, she loves you. And you got the yeah and all. That's great song. Great, wonderful, upbeat song. Love it. 31, She Loves You. Number 30, from Past Masters Volume 1, Slow Down. Lennon on vocals. Piano is wonderful. It's a bit raw and unpolished because the production's not very good. Yet still it's a great song to me. It picks up about a minute and so in. Gets a little heavier. Want love to last is the message here, speaking to his beloved. Love the lyrics. Well, I used to walk you home, baby, after school, carry your books home too. I need your loving oh so bad, the best little woman I ever had. Slow down. Kind of a contradiction there and mixed message, but great song nonetheless. The guitar I especially love here, and to hear Lennon howl during or just right after the guitar solo is fabulous. Got a kind of a cliched ending, but 30, Slow Down, great song. Next, 29, Come Together from Abbey Road. Lennon on vocals again. Great opening bass. Love the bass here from Paul. I'm not sure if he's playing the Rickenbacker bass at this time. I forget. Anyway, got some weird lyrics, so very psychedelic. When Lennon sings right, then the instrumental part comes in with the piano. I'm in musical heaven here. This is one of the most memorable, iconic, personal, nostalgic parts of the Beatles for me, from the radio and for me playing it all the time. Great tune, Come Together. Of course, the Aerosmith version is wonderful too, but this is the definitive version. Next, number 28, Day Tripper, Past Master Volume 2. Of course, Whitesnake goes on to do this. This is the definitive version here with the Beatles, McCartney and Lennon on vocals. The tone here from the guitar and bass is just a pure delight. Great vocals from both gentlemen. It's a fun sing-along song again. The song's got a double meaning, of course, and the literal meaning is great for a Sunday drive. All right. Number 27 is a tie. between Don't Let Me Down from Let It Be and Revolution, the single from Past Masters Volume 2, because I cannot stand the two Revolutions on the White Album. This is the definitive version. So on Let It Be, the Don't Let Me Down track, you have vocals from Lennon with McCartney. It's heavy. You got those edgy, gritty vocals from Lennon. You have a little bit of angst here. Love that when Lennon sings this way. It's riveting because of that, and it's light and shade, and I can relate to the song. And then if we talk about Revolution for a minute, vocals from Lennon again, just Lennon, no assist from McCartney. It's a great upbeat song, and you got a wonderful heavy ending, heavy for the Beatles. So 27, tie between Don't Let Me Down and Revolution, the single, 27. Number 26, Drive My Car. Yes, I play this in the car. Rubber Soul, McCartney with Lennon, another song to sing along, as I said, in the car, road trip or otherwise. It's a fun song, and it's about, in many ways, becoming famous. Hey, I'm famous now. You want to take my car out for a spin, look, my fancy new car kind of thing. And it's also a love song in many ways. So 26, Drive My Car. All right, cracking my top 25 here is 8 Days a Week from Beatles for Sale. You have Lennon on vocals, of course. This is a great song. The rhythm is wonderful here with that clapping. It's a love song, of course. Quote, it's not enough to show I care. 8 days a week is not enough. In other words, this is just a taste, if you will. This is just one example of how the Beatles are the best pop rock band of all time. And so the Beatles are a blend of pop and rock, as you know. And as far as pop music goes, hands down the best pop band ever. But they're also a rock band, let's face it. And they have that wonderful mix of pop and rock. They do get edgy at times. And so this is just one example of the pop side of the band. You have other songs later on that I'll mention that are more edgy rock stuff. But so I don't want to say that the Beatles are so I want to be clear, I don't want to say that the Beatles are the best rock band of all time. To me, rock is Zeppelin and Purple, that kind of thing. The Beatles are more pop/pop rock, a kind of a different category, if you will, to the way I divide up subgenres, if you will. So just a preference, if you will. But regardless, 8 days a week, just an example, just a taste, if you will, of what makes the Beatles the greatest pop/pop rock band of all time. Wonderful, not Taylor Swift, not Olivia Rodriguez, not Adele, not Dua Lipa, the Beatles. All right, 8 days a week, number 25. Number 24, the title track from Help, of course, Help. Lennon on vocals once again. So this is a very compelling song. The vocal delivery, in many ways, this is the most charming feature of the song. It's catchy. You got a catchy pre-chorus, a catchy chorus. The background vocals are a nice touch. They're absolutely wonderful. You have some moody guitar here from Harrison. The slower section that begins around the second half of the song, time-wise, and is even more riveting. I just love this song. The Please Help Me is just amazing. As I said, it's compelling, and the song is essentially another non-traditional or unconventional love song from the perspective that you have Lennon and the band doing a song about, I used to be able to be independent and stand on my own, but now I really need someone in my life, is one way to interpret it. So from that sense, it's a love song, but unconventional. Of course, there are other ways to interpret this song. Number 24, Help. Just love the song. Just so damn catchy. Next, speaking of catchy, number 23 from Past Masters Volume 2 is We Can Work It Out. The vocals are from McCartney with some Lennon. You got the quote, life is very short and there's just no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I love the delivery of that from McCartney. And then later on, or right after, you get So I Will Ask You Once Again. Very demanding and yet so riveting, compelling at the same time. It's just beautifully done by the band. Part of the lyrics involve, seeing it my way, and then it changes to got to see it your way. So about compromise, consensus, or rather conceding, right? Not consensus. So it applies to romantic relationships as well as platonic. This song, you could argue, but I think it's more about a love song than anything else. We can work out this relationship, don't go baby kind of thing. Got a catchy chorus, just an overall catchy song. It's a wonderful song. We can work it out. The Life is Very Short piece is just phenomenal. I love it. 23 is just so iconic and memorable for me. Next is a tie, and it has to be because one of the songs, the first part segues into the second part, and this is part of a suite on Abbey Road side 2, and I'm talking about Golden Slumbers and Carry That Weight. This, sometimes I think, should be way lower in the list because it's just so darn compelling to me. But for right now, it's number 22 in my list, again on Abbey Road, Golden Slumbers / Carry That Weight. You have a beautiful voice in McCartney here. Great piano and strings. It's moody and thoughtful. It's nearly a tearjerker. It's that moving. The lyrics, it's just something so damn powerful about them. Again, it has to do with McCartney's delivery. He's all in here. He means business, and the part where he says, it's a lullaby kind of thing. I will sing you a lullaby is just so darn riveting. And then it kicks in, and when it kicks in, it goes a little bit more upbeat, if you will. So, oh my goodness, it's just McCartney. I just can't say enough about McCartney here. It's just so flippin' awesome. He's soft at times, and then when it picks up, he's got that edge in his voice to it, that grit and that edginess that I will talk about or have talked about already, or will talk more about here in this video. There's almost nothing like this in the whole Beatles catalog. I think it's just phenomenal. And then it segues into Carry That Weight. You get McCartney still on vocals, but then the rest of the band chimes in as well. A+ for all the members singing here. The drums are amazing. The chorus is amazing. It makes me want to do the to and fro with my hands, silly as that is. The motif from the Abbey Road motif piece comes back in this part of the song, and then you get some bluesy guitar. What a great song, 22. Tie between Golden Slumbers and Carry That Weight, which to me is really one song, even as part of a larger suite. And you get the end that comes in. I like the first half of the end much more than the second half, but it's Golden Slumbers and Carry That Weight for me here. Next, 21 is A Day in the Life from the Sgt. Pepper's album. Lennon on vocals mostly with a tinge of McCartney. Acoustic guitar and piano is brilliant. Lennon's voice is quasi-haunting. It's mesmerizing, in fact. It never gets old for me. Goosebump song for me. Lennon's soft-spokenness in the first part of the song is just dynamite. And then you have the build-up, kind of like you have the build-up with McCartney, the previous song. This is all genius, like the previous songs. You get the piano and then the clock coming in. Then you get the morning ablutions piece with the, combed your hair and all that, had a cup. And you get this, that's genius. And then you get the piano and the strings. You get the dream sequence with the psychedelic goodness. All that string stuff is just amazing here. Again, that dreamy sequence. Then you get a little bit of horn, which is great. And then it comes full circle with I read the news today. Did I mention let's see, did I mention it yet? Or do I need to? I won't mention it. But you get come full circle with I read the news today, oh boy. And then you get the second build-up, right? It's like waiting for a car to crash. And then you get the fanfare. And then a little bit of silliness at the end with I'm not sure what they're trying to do there. I could do without the part of the song. But essentially the song has two builds up to it in it. And they're both wonderful. I fall for it every time. It's just so moving and compelling. And, the part that I was going to leave out is you get that silly part with the part. But anyway, when he grabs his hat, I grab my hat, right? So anyway, great song. This is a genius move on the Beatles' part. I'm in that camp, 21, Sgt. Pepper's. A Day in the Life, on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. Next, number 20, boom, 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 boom. And I Love Her. A Hard Day's Night album, vocals, Lennon with a little bit of McCartney there, a side of McCartney, if you will. Wonderful love song. Acoustic guitar is great lyrics. Love the soft-spoken vocals here, and it's just a wonderful love song all around. The delivery is great. Great. Speaking of love songs, If I Fell in Love with You, right? Hard Day's Night, number 19, vocals from Lennon and McCartney. And then you get the wonderful melody harmony of if I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you would love me more than her. Very interesting take on the love song about speaking to your potential beloved that you must treat me right. I need to know, I need assurance kind of thing. I think it's a bit unconventional. Anyway, and then later on you got the wonderful delivery of because I couldn't stand the pain, right? More wonderful soft-spoken genius words delivery from Lennon and McCartney. Fabulous song, 19, If I Fell. Number 18, Oh Darling from Abbey Road. Vocals, McCartney here, all the way. His voice with the background vocals are just a phenomenal treasure here. This is the McCartney I know and love, and there is a lot of that here in the Beatles catalog. When his voice gets heavy and that edginess and that grittiness, it's just so phenomenal. It's a light and shade song in that respect. I love the edgy and grittiness that when McCartney gets going in that sense. He does that in the solo career too. It's wonderful. Great voice. I think McCartney's voice is underrated. 18, Oh Darling from Abbey Road. Number 17, perhaps their heaviest song of all time in their catalog from the White Album, is Helter Skelter. Vocals from McCartney again, talk about gritty and edgy. Great guitar intro and great guitar throughout the song. It's not doom metal, of course, but it has a doom quality to it, and the percussion has a little doom feel to it as well. It's very low, not in a traditional doom sense, not in a heavy metal sense, but it is a heavy song, if not the heaviest. Inspiring Pat Benatar, Motley Crue, Aerosmith, and Shining to do a cover version of this wonderful, iconic, definitive track. It is the definitive track, the Beatles, that is. Just off the cuff, my second favorite version is Pat Benatar's, then Motley Crue's, then Aerosmith's, and then Shining. And of course, you have the wonderful, at the end of the song, Ringo belting out, "I got blisters on my fingers." And it comes to a grinding halt. What a great song. Edgy, heavy, dynamite vocals from McCartney. Helter Skelter, White Album. Number 16, I Saw Her Standing There from Please Please Me, my favorite song on the album, as I've said before in my two previous Beatles videos. Vocals from McCartney. Once again, great upbeat song. The rhythm is fantastic. It's a fun song. The chorus and the pre-chorus are wonderful. It's a song about dancing, wanting to dance, and dancing with a young lady who is only 17. But unlike songs that come later in the hair metal era where it's all cheese, this song is done with class. This is perhaps the first song in rock and roll to talk about, maybe, I'm not sure, I'd have to look into the history of that, but perhaps the first song, or one of the first songs, dealing with wanting to get to know someone who is slightly underage. But it is done with class, as I said, because the protagonist, if you will, is looking across the room like in a Romeo and Juliet sense and falling in love almost immediately. Nothing untoward happening. He holds hands with her, he dances with her, and he holds her tight. And he falls in love. So, done with class. Love the song. Early song for me. Not fifth or sixth grade. 5 or 6 years old is when I first heard the song, and I've taken a shining to the song ever since. It's very nostalgic for me, and that's why it's part of my DNA. Yes, much better than the Winger song, She's Only 17. All right, I Saw Her Standing There, 16 in my ranking. Number 15, I Want You, She's So Heavy from Abbey Road. Lennon on vocals. This is an epic track, folks. 7 minutes and 47 seconds. It's beautifully done. Wonderful guitar. Okay, wonderful intro. Light and shade song. The motif from Harrison in this particular piece is haunting. Perhaps early tritone, I'm not sure. But regardless, it's wonderful. A cool, epic track, as I said. It's moody, it's hypnotic. Including the ending. The ending is very moody and hypnotic with that distorted wind sound. It ends abruptly, of course, and it reminds me of the intro to Seasons of Wither from Aerosmith's Get Your Wings, but a little different sounding, but still great. I Want You, She's So Heavy, coming in at 15. Number 14 is Eleanor Rigby, Revolver album. McCartney on vocals here. It's a very short song, 2 minutes and 11 songs, 2 minutes and 11 seconds, but what a song. Cool strings, cello or violin, I'm not sure which, but either way, it's beautifully done. Musically, it's moody and haunting because of the cello and the violin, setting the tone right. The lyrics are great. Wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? And then you get all the lonely people and the very, very melodic, very charming, a short story kind of thing, because you get characters like Father Mackenzie and Eleanor herself, right? So a kind of slice of life type song. I love it. It's very poetic if you look at the lyrics. You get the round later on in the song with the background vocals, and the ending notes are very haunting. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not doing that right, but 14, Eleanor Rigby. What a great, great song. All right, Hey Jude, Past Masters Volume 2, number 13. Vocals from McCartney. Lyrics are wonderful. Let her into your heart. Great advice. The unconventional love song from the sense of someone giving advice on what you should do in a relationship instead of praising or complaining about your own problems in your relationship, right? Piano is great, thematically rich lyrics. It picks up at the 3-minute or thereabouts with the na, 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 na. It's great. And of course you have McCartney singing Jude, Jude, Jude is great. The way he phrases the name Jude, it's fabulous. This is just an overall great song. McCartney's voice is full of soul. It's so soulful. I love it. 13, Hey Jude. Number 12, Can't Buy Me Love. Vocals, McCartney again. Upbeat, up-tempo song. Great song from a thematic standpoint. Money does not equal love. Great message there. A lot of rap music, hip-hop. Money equals love kind of message. I hate it. But you can sing along to the song. You can dance along to the song. I surprise myself that it's this slow, but it's that good of a song for me. It's in my top 12, my Mount Olympus of songs, if you will. This is so low because it's one I go to so much. The song I go to all the time when I'm in the mood for the Beatles. And of course, it's got that homage to the 50s style guitar solo. So Can't Buy Me Love, number 12. Number 11, A Hard Day's Night, title track. Lennon on vocals with a little bit of McCartney. It's a fun song. It's a sing-along song. You have this juxtaposition of the trials and tribulations of having to work, and you're tired when you get home, but when you get home to your beloved, you make me feel all right, right when I'm home, right? This is a great song. The wonderful juxtaposition, as I said, being alone with the one you love, being intimate or just holding them tight. When he says, when I'm home, and then feeling you hold me tight, the way he says the word tight, the way he delivers the syllable or the sound of the word tight is just great. Delivery is great here. Psychedelic guitar or quasi-psychedelic guitar here is great. Brief solo is wonderful. And you get this cool ending, which is so different from the rest of the song. Hard Day's Night, number 11. Cracking the top 10, Your Blues from the White Album. Lennon on vocals once again. Wonderful guitar and bass with Lennon's voice here. Just wonderful. At the 1 minute 39 minute mark, listen carefully. It's brief, but it's wonderful. It's glorious. Paul on bass doing a mini bass fill. Sounds like a precursor to Geddy Lee. It's great. I love it. I wish there was a little bit more of that. I think he's playing the Rickenbacker here. Lennon's phrasing is just fabulous. It picks up at the 2 minute mark or thereabouts, and the instrumental section with the solo just kicks ass. Number 10, Your Blues from the White Album. Number 9, I've Just Seen a Face from the Help album. This is very similar to I Saw Her Standing There in the sense that it's about, you've seen a face that you fall in love with kind of thing. So another take on that type of love song, if you will. McCartney doing the vocals, wonderful acoustic intro, fast-paced vocals with Paul's ums and hums. Yes, I'm falling. It's just great lyrics. It's very country-esque though, but I like that country sound in the song. And I especially love the Wings Over America version that Paul does in his solo career with Wings. Number 9, I've Just Seen a Face. Number 8, Ticket to Ride from the Help album. Vocals, primarily Lennon with a little bit of McCartney here. It's moody. It's a sad song about your girl going away and she doesn't care. Very similar to Mystery Train in that regard, although I don't know if the girl cares or not on the song Mystery Train. But she doesn't care. She wants to be free. The melody's great. The chorus is great. The guitar is dynamite. And the outro, My Baby Don't Care, is great. Meaningful song. Number 8, Ticket to Ride. Here Comes the Sun. Cracking my top 7. Abbey Road. Harrison's vocals are unbelievably stellar here. They're overwhelmingly stellar. I just love it. Wish there was more of Harrison's vocals in the catalog. Acoustic stuff here is so awesome. Great guitar motif from Harrison with the guitar. Parallels Morning Has Broken by Cat Stevens and Sunrise from Uriah Heep in the sense that the sun is coming up, but they're different songs, of course, lyrically. But here you have the sun is coming up, symbolizing, as is said in the lyrics, about winter is now gone bye-bye and spring is here. This is a great, happy tune. So powerful, so emotive. It puts you in the right mood. At least it does for me. It's just a wonderful song. I love it. Gives me goosebumps every time. Number 7, Here Comes the Sun. Number 6, Across the Universe. Talk about goosebumps from the Let It Be album. Lennon on vocals, written by McCartney and Lennon. Another great acoustic piece. Fabulous lyrics. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. How poetic is that? And then later you get images of broken light, which dance before me like a million eyes. So poetic, so beautifully done. It's a genius song, genius delivery, genius arrangement, genius with respect to tone, and just everything in the song. It's moving, it's surreal, it's inviting, and it's captivating. Across the Universe. I like the Bowie version too on Young Americans, but this is the definitive version, of course. Number 6, Across the Universe. Cracking my top 5 is Yesterday from the Help album. McCartney on vocals once again. More great lyrics from the band. It's a song about looking back and reminiscing on, if I could get back and have in the present the things that I had in yesteryear, right? Wish that was still here. And of course, it's about a girl who's no longer with the person singing in the song, a breakup, right? A relationship that didn't last. Very nostalgic, very reminiscing. As I said, it's very moving and compelling in that way because I can relate to this, as many of us can, or we can relate to other parts of our lives where it may not be about a love that's no longer with us, but about something we wish and long for we want it still with us. It's melancholy yet engrossing. It's powerful. It's memorable. It gets me each and every time. It moves me every time. I'm moved every time I hear the song. Why'd She Have to Go? McCartney sings. The phrasing of that is great. So it's about not getting any closure in a way, and many of us, including myself, can relate to that. That's a hard lesson to learn. Is that sometimes you don't get closure like you want. So number 5, Yesterday. Number 4, Let It Be. Talk about a song that moves me every time. This song gets me every time I hear it. On the verge of tears. The lyrics are phenomenal. You don't need to be religious to enjoy this song, but I can relate to the song. I think it was right before Katrina or right after the hurricane I'm speaking of, when I had this dream that I was in a church and I had to keep cleaning the statue of Mary because people were dirtying it. And so I kept going back and I had this ladder. It's a very long story. So I can kind of relate to, while Mother Mary didn't literally appear to me like in the song, but Mother Mary was in the dream and I was cleaning her statue. So every time I listen to this, I'm almost on the verge of tears, whether before I had the dream or after. It's just that moving and compelling, and being someone who is religious, it works its thing with me with that respect. It gives me, goosebumps in a spiritual sense and literal with the arms. I literally cried when McCartney came out for came out for Live Aid and played this at the piano, and I lost it. I lost my cool in front of my mom and my dad, and they got it, them being Beatles fans as well, especially my mom. And this time it wasn't so much because of the spirituality. It was part of that, but it was also because of what could have been had the Beatles stayed around. And, we miss the Beatles. It's in the 80s now, and McCartney comes out and does a Beatles song, and it's just like, wow, it's just this thinking about yesteryear, right? So Live Aid, I broke down. Lyrics are just so powerful, reminding me of my childhood, missing the Beatles, etc. This is one of the most powerful songs of all time, religious or not religious. It's just the delivery, that kind of thing. It's just a great song. It has to be number 4 here. Number 3, In My Life on Rubber Soul. Lennon on vocals here. Talk about in the same vein as, this is, I guess, Lennon's answer to McCartney's Yesterday. Here he is reminiscing. There are places I remember, right? The lyrics are great. So it's also about reminiscing and nostalgia and looking back. It's also a love song, focusing on the now, which is of course important. You have this psychedelic or quasi-psychedelic solo piece, which is a nice touch. It works well with the song, with the mood, and overall vibe and mood and atmosphere of the song, and a great ending to seal the deal. In My Life is just so powerful and emotionally rich. I love it. Number 2, While My Guitar Gently Weeps from the White Album. We have Harrison on vocals again. The piano intro is just fabulous. Harrison's vocals are one of the best the entire pop and rock catalog of all time. Clapton's touch on guitar is exquisite here. It's beautiful. My favorite piece that Clapton has ever done, not in Cream, not in a solo career. This right here, it's pure genius. The chorus in the song is one of the best of all time. It's one of the most moving songs of all time. It's a perfect song, from Harrison's vocal phrasing to Clapton's guitar, the pacing, the arrangement, the bluesy run, the last minute of the song. This is just a dynamite song. Emotionally driven, powerful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Number 2, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Number 1, Something from Abbey Road. Harrison once again on vocals. I wish there was more Harrison composed songs and sung by Harrison songs in the Beatles catalog. Had they stuck around into the 70s, I think Harrison would have put his foot down and said something to the effect of, there's got to be more than 2 songs from me on each album. Maybe double albums would have been the order of the day in the 70s, but what might have been, right? Anyway, more great vocals from Harrison. The lyrics are fantastic. My favorite line, I know this is a cliched thing to say, but my favorite line is, "You know I believe, and how." When he says the word smile and then rhymes it with style, I get emotional. The song's about I don't need anyone else, but what's also compelling and riveting is when Harrison sings, "You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. And the way he extends and hangs on those words is just amazing. It's so relevant. I can relate to this. Many of us can. That's the point. The music that accompanies all of this is just fabulous. The song was a treasure. The piano is great. Ringo's fine touch here is perfect. The piano's perfect. Harrison's guitar is perfect. Harrison's solo is soft and beautiful and delicate and bluesy and dreamy. It's perfect. When he sings Something in the Way, whatever follows that, because it's incremental repetition where he changes the last couple words, whether he sings Something in the Way She Knows or Something in the Way She Shows Me, is just gets me every time. This is a beautiful song. I love it. And all the, if I may say before I do a couple honorable mentions, all of these songs that I've talked about with you and discussed and shared with you today, my thoughts, these are 50 examples of what makes the Beatles one of the best rock songs of all time and the best pop band of all time, the Fab Four, if you will. But talk about the last 7 tracks, my favorite 7 here. If we go back to for a minute. Here Comes the Sun, Across the Universe, Yesterday, Let It Be, In My Life, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Something. These are 7 of the most beautifully written, beautifully arranged, beautifully sounding songs of all time. So powerful, so emotive. I love them. I get caught up in them every time. A lot of songs do that for me, of course. Never get old. They're just wonderful, and they're a treasure for me. This list, all 50 songs are a treasure, but those 7 are the creme de la creme. Okay, so I have 3 honorable mentions are Should Have Known Better, Babies in Black, and The Long and Winding Road. And of those 3, The Long and Winding Road from Let It Be is my favorite. That would probably be my 51 on the outside looking in. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Bye now.